So you have officially decided to start your business. You already planned it out and you have the products to sell. But you can't just sell just yet. There is some legal documentation that we must acquire before starting to sell to others. This video, we're gonna go over the 8-step checklist and what you need to make your business official. Let's clock in and get you squared away. The first thing you have to do before you even make anything legal is to secure the business name. Now that's the identity that you want your food business to be known for. So finding the name is hard because the name that you may think that resonates with you is gonna be a winner, but it may be taken. That's the worst. So you must make sure that you check and see that the name that you wanna call your business is not taken. By doing this, you would need to check social media platforms, website availability, and on the federal level as well to know that it's not taken. Now that you have secured your business name, you're locked in social media, your website, now we can get into setting up the business entity. There are multiple ways on how your business entity can be formed. You can classify your business as a sole prop or as a corporation. Before you decide which avenue you want to take, I do highly recommend seeing a tax professional first to see what is the best option for you. Don't make the mistake of choosing one that you think is best, and down the road, it becomes an issue. Make sure you set your business right. Talk to a tax professional. The next thing on the checklist is to secure your EIN number, your employer identification number. This is registered through the federal government by registering through irs.gov. This does not cost you money. This is free. Once you have registered for an EIN number, you're actually given the EIN number right then and there. They will email you or you can print it out for your records. Think of an EIN number as a social security for your business. Just like we all have social securities. We got 3 things checked. The next one is acquiring a seller's permit. A seller's permit is different from state to state. Really depends where you are, but we're going to use California as an example because that is where I registered my business. And able to also sell in your state or city, you must have a seller's permit. In California, you must have a seller's permit. This gives you the ability to sell in your city and state. The 4th thing now is you're going to need a city business license. Depending on where you are, you may or may not need a city business license. One license may cover it all, but it may not. In Los Angeles, you have to have a city license. So that is your business license, but it's not one made for all. If I wanted to go and sell in the city of Glendale or Pasadena, I still need to acquire a separate business license there. So let's recap. We have the business name, we have the business entity, we have the EIN number, we have the seller's permit, we have the city business license. Now we need the health permit. Depending on which setup you want to go to, if it's going to be the pop-up, the food truck, or the storefront, depends what health permit you need. Now if you're operating a store, you need a health permit. If you're operating a food truck, you need a health permit. If you're doing a pop-up, it's the only variance. There is a health permit that you will need. However, if you plan on making it on site, there is something called in Los Angeles a temporary food facility that you still need to apply. So the licensing is done, the entity is done, the permits are ready. Now you're going to need certification. You are going to need a food safety manager certification. All the business documentation you need is ready, but you have to get insured. You're going to need insurance to cover your business. There are 2 common insurances that businesses need. You're going to need general liability, and if you plan on hiring employees or having a team, workers' compensation. I know this is a lot of documentation to acquire, but it's not hard. You can get these things. Documentation is vital to your business. It gives you access to a lot of events, and a lot of opportunities as well. You would be surprised on how many events an organizer will ask for your documentation. Now you have the complete checklist on what you need to make your business official. Make sure that you don't miss any of these, because it may or may not be detrimental for you to sell your products. I hope you find value in this video, as this is what I had to learn when I opened my first food business. And I hope that this will help you get what you need to get your business started as well. If you like what you see, just drop a like, subscribe. This 8 checklist is an overview of the documentation that you need for your business. I do highly recommend to also check your state and city for any additional documentation you need to get your food business started.